What's going on, everyone? This is Alex USA Days. So I've been asked a question. So what happens if requirements are missed and the issue gets into production, or if QA misses a bug? Does QA get in trouble? Who gets the blame? Is that a risk for your career if you keep on missing bugs? So I'm going to use ChatGPT to answer some of the general kind of concepts around it, and after that I'll add my own thoughts to it. Okay, so the first question is, well, sometimes things slip through the crack. Is QA to blame? So quality assurance is an essential part of the software development process, and its primary goal is to ensure that the software meets specified requirements and functions correctly. However, it's important to know that while QA plays a crucial role, it's not the sole factor in determining the success or failure of a project. There are various reasons why things might slip through the cracks in the development process, and it's not always solely the fault of QA. Some common factors include incomplete requirements. If the initial requirements are unclear or incomplete, it becomes challenging for QA to fully test the software against the intended specification. Second is communication issues. So miscommunication between development, QA, and other stakeholders can lead to misunderstanding about project requirements and priorities. Third one, tight deadlines. Pressure to meet tight deadlines may result in insufficient time for comprehensive testing, leading to the possibility of overlooking issues. Number four, complexity of the system. In complex system, it can be challenging to anticipate all possible interactions and scenarios, making it more likely that some issues may go unnoticed. Number five, human error. Everyone involved in the development process, including QA professionals, is susceptible to making mistakes or overlooking certain aspects of the software. Number six, changing requirements. If requirements change during the development process, it may introduce new challenges for QA to address, potentially leading to oversights. Number seven, test environment issues. Problem with test environments such as difference between environments such as difference between the test and production environments can contribute to issue slipping through. So it's crucial to view QA as one component of the broader development process. Effective communication, collaboration, and well-defined development process that includes thorough testing can minimize the changes of issues slipping through the cracks. Regular retrospectives and learning from past mistakes are also essential for continuous improvement in the development and QA processes. So this is one part of the answer, and the second part of the answer, or kind of a part of the question, was ChatGPT. So quality is team responsibility, not just the QA person's responsibility, and this is very true. This is what I believe, and ChatGPT confirms it with some of the points here. So, absolutely, your statement is spot on. Quality in software development is indeed a collective responsibility that involves the entire team, not just the quality assurance person or team. Here are some key reasons why quality is a team responsibility. So first of all, shared goals. Quality is fundamental goal of the entire development process. Every team member, including developers, designers, product managers, and QA, should share the common goal of delivering a high quality product. Second, early involvement. Quality consideration should be integrated from the early stages of the development lifecycle. Developers, for example, play a crucial role in writing clean and maintainable code that contributes to the overall quality of the software. Three, collaborative communication. Effective communication within the team helps in understanding and clarifying requirements, addressing issues, and sharing insights. This collaboration ensures that everyone is aligned with quality expectations. Number four, prevention over detection. Rather than relying solely on QA to catch defects, the entire team should focus on preventing defects in the first place. This involves writing robust code, conducting code reviews, and actively participating in the testing process. Number five, continuous improvement. Embracing a culture of continuous improvement is crucial for maintaining and enhancing product quality. Teams should regularly reflect on the process, learn from mistakes, and implement changes to improve overall quality. Number six, automation. Automation tools and practices are not exclusive to QA. Developers can contribute by automating unit tests, integrating tests, and other testing aspects, thereby enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of the testing process. Number seven, responsibility for user experience. So beyond functional correctness, the entire team should be concerned with the overall user experience. This includes factors such as usability, performance, and accessibility, which are critical components of product quality. Number 8, agile principles. Agile methodologies, which many development teams follow, emphasize collaboration, adaptability, and shared ownership of the product. These principles inherently support the idea that quality is a team effort. And to summarize, by recognizing quality as a shared responsibility, teams can create a culture that values and prioritizes the delivery of high quality software. The mindset shift promotes collaboration, communication, and proactive approach to quality assurance throughout the entire software development lifecycle. Okay, so to kind of summarize all this and answer the question, what happens if the requirements are missed? What happens if QA misses bugs? And is that solely QA responsibility? So, if the requirements are missed, this is something that you can kind of be proactive going forward, just saying, okay, we didn't have that in the requirements, so you should ask to have more participation in the process. When the requirements are established, you can also contribute by saying, hey, how can we test this, right? Or what happens if user does this? Is that reflected in the requirements? So this is going to help you prevent that from happening. Generally, like grooming tickets or going through stories with the team, like it has to be part of the process where QA is also taking part, right? If that's just you continuously missing bugs, I mean, you might get called out and asked to kind of improve on that and asked why did you miss this, why that wasn't thought of, kind of why it wasn't tested. So, but none of those are really a big deal. It's normally understanding there's some issues that are going to be skipped. Sometimes there will be some bugs occasionally, so that's kind of a normal thing. The only thing that will get you in trouble probably right away if you say that you tested something and you don't have a record for it. Let's say you just say I tested in Spassin, and now you start actually working on it, and then you see you basically lied. You say that you tested, you never tested it, and then when it goes into production, you have some records saying I verified everything works without just in text, without like video recording, without a screenshot, without like a build number, and then in production it actually fails. So then and especially if you're doing it consistently, you're claiming you tested things that you never did, and they will show up as issues. Something got broken, and you said I tested it, but it actually wasn't tested. You just lied. That's gonna get discovered, and then that will get you in trouble. So this is, I think, one of the things that will actually, potentially could lead to some repercussion. That might be termination, or just talk with a manager, or the team will lose trust in QA. So that's not great, right? So never do that. But in terms of like requirements are missed. So this is something you should just kind of work preventively when the requirements are put in place. Have like QA perspective on the story, on the ticket, how it should be tested. That's the first thing. And then if you occasionally miss a bug that you didn't test for just because it happened, maybe you didn't have enough time to do all the coverage. You never claimed that you tested that thing, and it just happens to be there's some regression, or maybe a new thing was introduced that was never accounted for. I mean, this is totally fine. Those things will happen occasionally. I mean, you want to strive to avoid that as much as possible because you're kind of in charge of quality process, right? But it happens, and normally teams are understanding. All the companies are people are doing those things. It's like introducing bug in the code. Developer coded the bug. Uh, Kind of the same, same kind of a thing here. Kind of similar thing happening. So nobody gonna blame developer. Okay, this happened, right? Why is that happening? It just happened, right? It's part of the process. So I would not worry about that much. One thing that you want to remember as a QA engineer, your responsibilities are, so you want to test code that is being completed in the test environment. You want to make sure that the code that is in the production still works as expected, so do regression testing. If you're involved in automation, you want to add and maintain automation. But also you want to promote this idea that quality is a shared responsibility, not in terms of everyone should do QA and test QA and just be a QA engineer, but everyone have to have a mindset that, quality depends on everyone doing their job and thinking about quality. There has to be focus during the development process, during the creation of the requirements, during the delivery of the product. So quality have to be in focus, because if quality goes bad, it's going to impact everyone. It's going to impact the company. It's going to impact the product. Users going to go and start using your competitor's product as a QA engineer, saying, "Hey, can we do that? Process? Can we have a process in place where we can look through things? Maybe we look after one another. We can review things together." So establishing this culture of quality first gonna run a really, really long way. Gonna give you a lot of benefits. As the company grows, as the product develops, gonna have you're gonna have more robust product in the end, with a lot more technical depth and a lot more critical issues popping up as you go as you move forward. Okay, so hopefully that helps. This was Alex USA Days. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.